stakeholders for this capacity building program. I welcome renowned scientist Dr. Mahesh, Principal Scientist, Vorvo Agri-Biotech, and also Mr. Joseph, Director Research in Silicon, Vorvo Agri-Biotech, Mr. Bhuvanesh, Director, Vorvo Agri-Biotech, who will be the research person of Farmers Producers Company Limited, who made this seminar possible. I request Dr. Sathi sir to address us all before the stage is taken over by Dr. Mahesh and Mr. Joseph. Thank you.
All the gathered farmers and members of the Putturi Farmers Producer Company. I think today the Putturi Farmers Producer Company is organizing a program on a new product from a company called as Virova. Rova. Yes, that V silent. Okay. So I think they have come out with a new product of nano silicon. So actually, we are also not aware about this product. So I think they are given to many of the farmers and they are telling that it has been tested. So we'll be listening to them and where all it has been tested and what is the effectiveness. Because as such in the from the ICR system or the Agriculture University system, we are not heard about this particular product. So this is a learning opportunity, and maybe the farmers they can take and test it. So because we don't watch for any of those whatever it will be claimed. So because we are not aware about the product. So it is not a program which is sponsored by KVK. So Putturi started with the company and doing it. So that is my disclaimer at this junction. So once we come to know that how the product is performing in Kodagu district for different crops like coffee and paper, so whether any farmers' experience is there, it is there. You can share or any farmers who has already tested it, so that those all numbers can be shared, so that the Putturi can strongly back up for this product when it is being sold through their outlet. So with this short introduction, I once again welcome all the scientists and the head of the organization who have come this far from Bangalore and to showcase about their technology. I welcome my colleagues from KVK system also. I think some of the more farmers, I think in Telegram group we have seen that 30 to 40 farmers are registered. So maybe they will be joining in the meanwhile. So with this, I request the company representatives to take over the presentation.
My name is Bhuvanesh. I'm the director of Rova Agri-Biotech, Bangalore. I think some of you in this community has gone through this application. So we were actually given this product around 2 years back in Kodagu district and different part of in Karnataka. So in Chikmagalur and everywhere. So the product, in this particular thing, I'm to recollect the persons and a little bit difficult, but I think those who used it must have got a very good result on that. So to say about the Magic Bloom, so what we developed the Magic Bloom is around 4 years back. So the product is in a nano silicon. So usually there are some products in silicon they say, and so I don't know how the company what they claims. But since this product was around 4 years, we have tried this product in the agricultural department in Kerala initially. So there one madam who's a researcher of a paddy. So she had taken for 100 acres. The reason is the paddy field which they had was almost it was in a they were about to smash it completely. It was about in a destroying stage because there some yellow fungus attack would happen. And the product, when they found in the last by the list, they wanted to see whether this can, after utilizing this, can survive or not. So after they started application of this, and within 7 to 8 days, they found that they found the greenish color, and even there was a increase in the yield. So this was really gave us a strong something curious about the product. So the product then we have started giving to the different farmers across, and we met Dr. Panapali Swami of GKVK in Bangalore. So we told about all these things. So we have find a very good product for in this using the nano silicon. So why don't you try? So from there, he also was interested to take this forward and given to the many farmers and also with a lot of associations from past 3 to 4 years. So very good because he himself has monitoring the product performance and whatever the benefits they were getting. So all these things they have were observed from past 4 years with the different climate conditions, different crops, different weather, so on. He has taken that, and the result was very good. So past 3 years we have done only the tests in the fields and done. So it really, so we are so happy that, and even sirs in GKVK, professors, so they all by word of mouth and by testing, so it started to propagate to everyone. So they started, now we are actually from past 1 year we have started to give to the dealers and many other outlets. So we are getting a very good feedback from the farmers. They themselves call us and say this product is really good, and we do not know who they are, but it's actually good reviews from them saying that this product is very nice. And there were repeated orders for all the product, all the crops from the farmer side. So even we tried in Kodagu district, and we tried with the coffee also as well. We can share some photos we have taken by different farmers. So before the application and after the application, what are the difference and all. So the main concept behind is it increases the photosynthesis. Based on that, increase of the photosynthesis. So there is a lot of other benefits which we have noticed on that. So on that, the technical part, Dr. Mahesh is there, and Mr. Joseph will be, just taking over this dice and whatever the clarifications he is, but then you can also have the opportunity to cross how the world and questioning and everything. So you will get also you can clarify that. Thank you. I can call this.
Sir, before proceeding, what are the kind of registrations you have got for this product?
Presently in the process of IP, like the patent process is going on, because this process so far I think we do not anyone is having. So since the extraction of the silicon is the main our concept, so that is the technology what we are having. So that technology we are processing, we are taken as a patent for the processing. So and apart from that, we have an organic certificate from the UK Center, so one of the organization. So we also trying to get the other certificate like from the government also. So that also we are in the process to the FGO. So also there, yeah.
Actually, this government of Karnataka registration is there for
As a product, we are in a startup and we have a startup product registration is there.
with the government of
Yeah, with the government, so that's there. Yeah. Please, Dr. Mahesh can take over the
Start. So myself is Mahesh, and I'm plant biotechnologist rather than an agriculturist. So I have 22 years of experience in this industry, and I did my PhD on coffee biotechnology in France with Nestlé division, mainly focusing on the Robusta coffee to reduce the bitterness. That was my main research work. Because as you are aware, the Arabica is the one which constitutes for the economic, and when you come to the Robusta, it's because of its bitterness, it has its low potential. So that was a Nestlé project what as a itself they funded, and I was part of that project to identify what is the bitterness was in the coffee, and finally we understood there are different pathways which is the bitterness in the coffee, which is the mainly was chlorogenic acid was the main thing, and aspects of plant biotechnology part. Waste management with the BASF company from Germany. What we did is we tried to analyze the soils, Indian soils, and all over India we could able to analyze there is very less organic content in the soil. On an average, if you take it out, it's 0.3% in India because we are not taking care of the soil. So I'm closely working with my Australian group to educate farmers how we can increase the organics in the soil, in turn how that will take care of your product. So except our Western Ghats, we don't have any organic content in our soils. So just to give an example, 1 acre of, not 1 acre, 1 hectare of paddy, on an average we get around 4 to 4.5 tons. But my colleagues in Australia, they get 15 tons minimum. They're not doing anything, they're just managing the soils. That's all they are doing. Only farm management is practice what they tell. And so these are the small things, and with this project, with the organic waste management project, we could be able to understand why, okay, we are putting the organics back into the soil, but why soil is not becoming more organic. So when you go closely, the backyard compost what we put nowadays to the soils is completely immature manure, what we call nowadays. It's not like olden days where we allow it for complete maturity. And in that, the carbon nitrogen ratio is somewhere between 10:1, and remaining is all it forms complex and plants cannot absorb that in the easy way. So the next version is the vermicompost, where the worms are involved in that, but still there is a complexity of some of the chemicals what plant cannot absorb. So, but there is a carbon ratio is increased somewhere between 15:1. But nowadays people are using microbes to convert the organic waste into a proper conversion of CN ratio where you can manipulate. So we could able to achieve more than 30 to 40:1 ratio of the carbon nitrogen ratio, where that is the proper number where plant can absorb from soil. So that's the place where we are coming in now, and this product what we have developed is based on the slow degradation of the compost, slow mature for 2 years, and where it has 40:1 carbon nitrogen ratio, and it has its lot of natural microelements which plant needs. What we do for nowadays the farmers, what we do, we just stick out to the NPK. That's it. We don't worry about other microelements. So we have a testing report for this project where we can trace up to 33 microelements in that. So some, depending on the individual plants, I think it needs its own microelement. For example, smell. So smell is an alkaloid once again, where it needs a particular microelement to produce that particular smell. Let's take Mysore jasmine. Why that smells more? That Nanjangud rasbada, why it has its taste only in that area? Because of the nutrition what's available in that particular soil. So that is needed to give that smell. But if you manipulate that in the lab condition, yes, you can get that smell once again. And basmati, why it's grown only in the Sindhi river? Because it has its own unique elements. What we call it as acetylcholine is the one which needs for the basmati to smell the fragrance. So these are the microelements where which play a role. For example, coffee aroma is also a lot of polyphenols are involved for that particular aroma when the roasting happens. So all this microelement story is missing nowadays in our soils. We bother only on the NPK or the major elements which we give and we just keep quiet. So to address all that to combine my agronomics and biotechnology approaches and assess chemistry, so we are combined together with Bhuvanesh as a marketing team, so we combined all our expertise and came up to work to promote the development and adoption of inputs. So that's our idea, because we have everything in our soil, but we don't know how to pick up from that. Rather than working towards that, we are trying to put many other external inputs to the plant. So we are trying to manage what we have in it, development, which by adapting the products and technologies, which in turn strengthens the economic status for farmers. That's what I spoke about, all the microelement story over there. And of the soil. So what happens in this is, in turn, if the plant is good, it puts back all the toxic elements to the soil. So those toxic soil elements back when injects the soil, that's food for the microbes. So in turn microbial activity increase, and that toxic products are consumed by microbes, they convert back, and that can be absorbed by the plant roots once again, whatever is needed to the plant. So that's what we call, and also improving the shelf life. So now you know, as soon as you take your product, so shelf life is also one of the main microelement which is accumulated with the fruits. Otherwise nowadays what you see, they are all weightless. So that means it's just the water in it. There is no microelement with our fruit. So there is no weight. For example, if you see cucumber nowadays, as soon as you plug 2 days, if you keep it at home, it just shrinks. So that shrinkage is because it's just the water loss. But if that water is mixed with microelements, it will not shrink faster. So that can stay for a long time. So that's what we are trying to address the issues.
Spraying this silicon-based product to some shrink vegetables, and then again expand the size.
I'll tell you how it works. I will explain to you that. So what we are trying to see that magic bloom as a technology developed by ROA Agribiotech, which is a smart delivery system, slow matured compost. We have extracted the compost tea, which is full of microelements. Then it has been conjugated with the nanostructured silicon. So in this case, the plants can absorb whatever the minerals is needed. So the smart delivery system, in this case, that's what I was trying to tell you. So since the size is very less, it's like you have seen the sports guys, whenever they get injury, they give that instant relief. So it's something like that, what we are trying to do. So it's like a glucose for small kids, just take it absorbed directly rather than giving it sugar, which is a complex product. If you take a sugar that has to perfect digestion, then it just takes more time. But if you see glucose, it absorbs faster. So it's the same thing. We are having a smart delivery system, which is where nanostructured silicon, here what we are trying to use here is, it's a carrier. So what happens is like a matrix movie. Is there any problem with the plant? The silicon gets activated and it goes, takes the food or takes the required element and it goes to the place where there is an injury in the plant. It leaves it there and comes back and sits as a guard on the cell wall. So it's like a guard. So when it sits like a guard on the cell wall, it makes a conjugate with the cellulose. So as soon as it makes a conjugate in the cellulose, instead of opaque, it becomes translucent. So as soon as it becomes translucent on the cell wall, it's like a glass. So nothing can penetrate inside, but light can penetrate. So that is the food for the plants. So in turn, with that light increase, there is a more photosynthesis, there is no more energy, so there is no more metabolism happens to the plant. So it's like the plant activity starts. So this is a simple technology what we are trying to do. But what we have come up with is how we can combine the organic elements and the nanostructured silica to bring it together and take it to the plants. Next. And they have a controlled release kinetics, that's what I told. So they release wherever the injury is there at target sites, making them more effective. I think nowadays this technology is using the drug targeting also in human beings. They are using the same similar things for humans. So they release the active ingredients in response to the environmental triggers and biological demands. So I already explained that. So what are the advantages? Now the nanoparticle based fertilizers helps to improve the crop productivity by accelerating seed growth, by increasing the photosynthetic activity and the nitrogen metabolism, and of course the further metabolism which is protein and different amino acids to the plants. So these are the different types of nanoparticles which are available for the plant uptake. So where the plant uptake, it can be in the form of roots, depending on during the stomatal opening. With the stomatas, this can be absorbed inside. So the best spray for the plants to absorb is around 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock. That is the best time where plant, they want to absorb more because they are going to the sleep mode, because the light is coming down. So that's the stomata. How the stomata happens is, they close their shut, the doors are shut as the light goes down. So they want, since they want to sleep in the night, they want to absorb more. So that's why the most of the foliar sprays are done after 4 o'clock in the evening. So if you do in the early mornings, they are very hungry, they take it and they excrete out. That's not used for the plant metabolism. But when you spray in the end of the day, it gets and it sits in the plant cell. It's used for all this, any mechanism. Whole night it has its own job. So it recovers, everything it happens. So then morning once again. So this is the step happens. And the stomatal opening is very high at the end of the day. So that's why during this stomatal opening, the stomata, depending on the plant, it has up to around 20 to 30 nanometer size. Our particles are all before 20 nanometers in the size. So, and it reaches the last red part is, that's a xylem, where we call it the water conducting tissue. So it just releases the nutrition. So further, the xylem will take the fertility, and that will come back and sits on the cell wall, which is it's like a guard, it will sit there. So next slide. Starting on the cell wall over there. So that in turn becomes translucent. So the more sunlight is penetrated and more photosynthetic activity. That's the mechanism. What from last 4 years, what we have seen with our somewhere the yields between 20 to 40%. This is the basic yields what we are seeing, and accumulation of NP and other elements, and also it takes care of the stress resistance. It's like immunity. The plant is developing natural immunity to itself by these processes, and because there is a less impact with the disease, you can reduce the pesticides over there. Like how I said, it just forms a barrier to the plant so that there is no external injuries to the plant. So for any diseases to attack, there should be some kind of external injury for the microorganisms to penetrate into that. So that it's like a first level of stoppage it does. We are not telling 100% to stop, but there is some prevention over there. So you can reduce the 50% reduction. Because of this, the plant automatically thinks, okay, I need a lot of food, let me go back to the soil and pick up myself. So we are just training the plant over there to pick up water, because we have all the nutrition available in our soil. But the only thing is what form. So the proper root growth and the faster nutrient absorption. Since they are in the nanoparticles, they absorb faster as soon as we spray. And in paddy, we have seen the tillers, more 50% tillers, which are like quite big, like more biomass because of photosynthetic activity once again. And wind resistance. So you can see that wind, we have the lodging problem in the paddy. So we can prevent that, because silicon is like, once again, it's like it stands to be chilled. It gives strength to the plant. And if you see in the vegetable increase, you see there like the quantity of sugar, the green quality, post-harvest quality. In flower, you can see the fragrance of the flower, so all that you can see. And diatom content is increased in the water. So they also need a lot of photosynthesis, so they can also increase. In turn, that's the food for the fish in the water. So intense flower colors. So once again, that's also my main expertise, which I'm also doing a lot of research in this industry. Where, for example, one of the company in Netherlands, they told me, okay, when you take a petal, when you cut cross section, you can have like series of plants like Asian paints, because so much of, we call it as a chromoplast, which is present on the leaf. So every chromoplast, we can have every different unique color plant. So that's all because of the microelements which gets triggered by the plant biosynthetic pathway, and that, for example, in chrysanthemum is the one which you have seen a lot of variations in the color nowadays. In India, we have only 2-3 good ones, but when you go to Netherlands, you see like it's like a Asian paint range. They have different colors of that. So on the increased fruit punch weight, already I told you the weight of the fruit in cucumbers. We have done, every fruit was increased by 10% weight. So in turn, the weight and the harvest was much faster also in that case. So reduced rot in the roots, because the roots, since it is getting its proper metabolites or organic content back to the soil, the microbes are the one which will take care of all the other disease parameters. So even with us also, what as a human being, we are eating not for ourselves to maintain our microbes, because they are in fact taking care of us. So same way in the plants also, if the microbes are good in your soil, you don't need to worry about other any pests at all in that case. So they will take care of that. So and application is 1 to 2 ml as per the requirement, what we call 1 in 100 dilutions, what we tell her. With every month one spray is the one factor what we have factored. So I will try to do some report with the collaboration with one of the GTVK professor at the extension over there. So we need this, what minimum thing what we could see is there was 15 days early harvest in this case, and the boldness of the seeds and the number of tillers. So we see a lot of pest damage over there, especially the blast diseases in that side. So we have not even done the third spray in this case, when we do this pictures over there. 10 different replicates in the same 6 acres land. We took the number of tillers analysis in the 10 different places. So and there we are shocked to see we have seen almost 100% increase in the number of tillers. So just because it just got enough food, so a lot of tillers started emerging from the sites. So those are the pictures, that's the control and the MPG tillers over there. Seed filling, and because the weight the panicle is falling over there in the center, just standing straight because it is a shafi inside. There is no seed fill inside. So and almost we saw the lengthwise also 25% increase in the length. The MBG, the shaffiness is very less over there. You see how much shaffi seeds were there, and in control how much shaffi seeds are there in that. And this is the full filled seed, so we could see almost between 20 to 40% in the yield over there. As pomegranate, since they are all like trials are going on, but initial trials we could see it made a hole, so we could see it will fall in that case. So these were what I call them as harvestable fruit after the spraying. So you can see the quality over there of the pomegranate fruits over there in that. And these subsequent trials are happening, because since it's very near, it takes 1 year for the report for us. And tomato, another major thing is the tomato, where all the farmers, we are looking at post-harvest, because for example from Bangalore, from there to Delhi and Pakistan. So it is their fruit to be still good till it reaches the hands of the houses over there. So they need at least minimum 15 to 20 days, the fruits to be. So we are mainly working on this is the initial reports what we are doing on this. But major we are done on the packing, and potato we are not looking at, we are doing potatoes in Hassan, where we have got very good post-harvest in that case, because it's the tubers which are in the root. You know, there is a post-harvest loss, 10% loss every day. If you don't have proper soils, the potato whatever is harvested, you have a 10% loss every day if you don't keep it properly. So we are trying to look into that aspect also. So these are the variants what we have. We have made it simpler, like 200 ml per acre, one dose. That is, the other one 500 is per hectare dose at one time. So way forward is like how Mr. Bhunesh explained. We have protected the patent for the smart delivery system in this using the nanostructure silicon. So that's a novel patent what anytime will be granted as a patent for that, and we do have organic certified for this product, for this particular product. So I stop there. If you have any questions, I am very happy to.
In coffee,
Yes, sir.
we depend on the outer basis. The prices are fixed as per the outer basis.
Okay.
Will it improve the outer when spread on coffee?
See, that's what we are talking here is photosynthesis based, so it should improve.
You know,
Yes.
and coffee, you have tried on other agriculture products you explained.
Yes.
Specifically, have you tried on coffee and
Coffee,
what is the result?
Coffee we did try before COVID in Chikmagalur, but we didn't get any feedback
Feedback.
back from them.
No, so as to say you don't have testimony
Any
on
reports
coffee.
for coffee, but we will be starting in the one of the biggest organic growing coffee somewhere near Namara, near Palakkad. I don't know, there's a private estate over there, so they work, so they want to get it into the bigger way in that case.
Yeah, unless you have testimony.
From our side,
You talked about the tomato shelf life,
Yes.
very impressive.
yeah.
But I would request you to try, our main problem is avocado from Cook.
Okay,
So if we can improve the shelf life of avocado,
okay.
I mean, we hit the same name.
That is also another point. Main is we are getting spots on the avocados. So if this product works on that, definitely we have better price realization.
With tomato as an example, let me go to what is that spots called. See, there is a lot of mist every day, right? So when early morning mist, when it sits on the fruit, it forms a droplets. So that is nothing but microbes in the air. There are a lot of microbes in the air. So as soon as they come sit on the fruit, there is a bacterial speck or bacterial spot.
Not due to insects.
No. It's the same mechanism. It just comes through the air and sits there. The microbe sits there because there is a food over there. They start eating the food over there. Unless there is a heavy rain and remove this out, we won't get sometimes heavy rain. Only the mystified kind of thing where it just comes and sits on the fruit and it just penetrates. So maybe our product, it may help the first prevention penetrating inside. That's what we are trying to do.
The strength of the cellulose.
Outside, it just makes it like a glass. Maybe the microbes, we are trying to cheat them. They can see, oh, it's so easy to penetrate, but they cannot penetrate because there is a glass over there.
Too smooth.
Yeah, something like yeah.
In case of this avocado, it is
It helps.
Actually, it's very small quantity.
Is it tested?
No, we are not, because since it's an organic product, we are not tested with that.
What about compatibility with fungicides, sir?
Fungicide,
We don't recommend because fungicides are not systemic. If it is systemic, then it's okay. If it has, because it will carry all the, whatever you add to it, it will carry into the plant. So, if that is okay, then
No, this is a purely an inorganic product.
No, I think it's
No,
not.
this is
Must can we use this for smart delivery of fungicides? Yes, we can try it out. It works, like our self said it works.
no, but if it is a systemic thing where it can enter the plant, then it is okay. But if it has to sit outside and do something, then
Contact it. But how do you say it's an organic product? Silicon is not an organic
No,
product.
silicon
It's
is
Silicon is a natural abundant this one, no?
It's extracted from soil.
After oxygen, next the second one, this is
Yeah.
silicon only.
definitely.
So
If
it's
you take 1
it's a
kg
natural-
soil, maybe around 50 to 100 grams silicon will be available natural.
Yes.
In rice, in 1 acre, you get 1.2 tons of silicon in the rice biomass. But that works in a different way than this, because this is a smart delivery system. This is a slow release system which works over 21 days. 15 to 21 days depending on the external stresses. So this will work in a different way because silicon, when chemistry and nanochemistry are totally different. Where chemistry stops, nanochemistry takes over. So if you take the gold particle, material and try to react with any acids, alkali, you will fail. But if you make it into nanostructure or nanoparticle, it becomes reactive. Because at nano levels it has a different chemistry. So that is what we are using. Because silicon, it is abundant in the soil. As silicic acid, it comes to the many plants take it, especially monocots.
They absorb faster.
But that works in a different way than this. Because this will go directly into the cellulose and become a biopolymer, which will increase the strength of the cellulose and also the transparency of the cellulose. So that way it will help the plant to, it's not interfering with the biochemistry. We are actually not getting into the biochemistry unless until you talk about the organic tea. This silicon part will only go help the plant in a mechanical way by increasing the strength of the cellulosic walls and the transparency.
So what is the, sorry, you finish, please finish. What is the cost per liter and then what is shelf life?
Shelf life is 5 years. Up to 5
5
years
years.
it is okay. We print 3 years because, I mean,
5 years.
Regulations.
As per the regulations.
As per
not
regulations.
good for the-
Okay. But 5 years you can use it.
And then what is the cost per liter?
Cost for 1 acre, the cost is around 300 rupees for one application.
One spray.
No, per liter, you are not giving by liter.
So, we are good,
But I noted 200 ml per acre.
yes.
So average when you
Just
say,
200 ml per.
No, is it 200 ml for coffee or some other?
no, paddy.
All crops.
But it depends on your bush, plant bush.
Yeah, so you can dilute as much as you want.
It works
Maximum
like
you
that.
can 200
No, you are,
See, this is.
So 1 ml per liter was the initial recommendation that we had given because normally people use 100 ml, 100 liters to 200 ml, 200 liters in paddy and all other crops. But later we found that there is no point in using beyond that. Because like I said, in rice, 1.2 tons of silicon is accumulating in the plant. So it is not for the silicon per se, but it is in a very, like Ayurveda, it is doing its job in a very small way. And whether you are a child or whether you are a grown-up man, you are taking the same material. But in allopathy, it is different. Depending on the weight only you are giving. So here it is working in a different way. It is actually working with the plant genomics, epigenomics, cellular.
2 GPL uniform for all of us.
It's something like
That is what we have found.
The more you dilute, it's better the activity.
The activity
So it's
becomes
something-
equally good or even better.
That's why with all that we fixed, okay, we don't want to confuse the farmers. 200 ml, one dose, let him dissolve in 10 liters or 100 liters or 1000 liters. So you can spray at one shot.
what is the cost?
It'll be around 390, 375, something like that. Yeah.
Or 200 ml.
That's the
For 1
MRP
acre.
MRP price.
Supposing I use that spray, can I reduce my other products in the sense like NPK or something? Is it compatible in the sense?
it is,
Because of this, we can reduce because
Basically, sir, soil contains all the nutrients in non-available form. So unless we create the bacteria to or the microbiomes to make it available to the plant, you cannot benefit. But if you do that, then as a total synergy, you can do that.
It is a supplementary.
It's a supplementary.
this is supplementary.
And
Basically through photosynthesis.
through photosynthesis, you are making more food.
So plant is
And
not
the
very
plant
big.
is not taking the entire food. It is taking, say, slightly more than what it used to. So all the rest it will go into the soil.
Yes. In paddy, it go to the water. And
It will
like
again go into the soil.
Okay.
So that will feed the microbiomes. So you have a synergy where you can go back into the organic system if you require, without having the pangs of organic cultivation, which is very low yield and economic loss.
So the tillering, I want to know, like normal compost that we want to use, but by using your product, you say the tillering is really going to improve. Is it because of silicone or anything else?
No, it is basically plants work on their trigger. So if there is more food, we also
Go healthy.
then we generate more kids. Like that, because it's a natural process.
Now we use enough of compost. Actually, our problem is sometimes plants are very healthy. But now that you have said what to eat, we cannot guarantee the tillering. But your product, you are guaranteeing the tillering.
We are experimented.
Yes, that's what it is. It's very good. I mean, it's very good.
The tillering is happening because the plant is getting the right food. We are not giving the food. The plant itself is manufacturing the food.
And its own
because its own genetic coding, it is doing its own work. We are not giving it random food.
Again, the timing also, if at all, is we are applying
Because sir is practicing for paddy pure organic culture only.
Okay.
So compost and vermicompost. He is getting very good growth and development.
Not illness.
And yield.
Only, no compost.
And yield.
Yield, like the varieties, the one I am using is, no, the varieties, normally it is not very high yielding one. That is the aromatic, we call it as Gamanasana. I am getting almost 17 quintals per acre. It's very good. 17, yes, that's what I said. But I was wondering, tillering, because of this product of Magic Flow, if the tillering improves, then...
No, we are not saying it is only tillering. Tillering happens because the bulb becomes bigger, because more food is given. So the plant will trigger the tillering.
So do the normal, the same growth, and also you do your spray. That will help a lot.
Yes, definitely. For organic practices, this is a life cycle. Because you will not have a yield penalty. Normally, because we have in between, we have lost the organic practices and the soil has become bad and the biomes have gone, we have to recreate. So in that time, we have to suffer because we will get less yield. So now we are working on converting everything back into organic, but in a sustainable way.
You have to add sticker?
No. No adjuvant should be added with this because it has to be absorbed by the plant.
How about the application, whether it should be NPK and this should be, application should be together, or what is the timing?
You can,
No, what I understand from this is may be working like a catalyst or something like that.
No, this is not, this is a carrier.
Okay.
So if you overload it, then again you will have a problem. So up to 3 times, say you are giving 200 ml.
Yeah, what is the timing for it?
No, you are giving 200 ml.
Sir, NPK is it the soluble or the?
Yeah, water soluble.
Water soluble. So you spray.
No, that is ground application.
In this case, you can do it because this is only for spray.
Right.
For the leaf.
No, with the folio spray. Can you add it to the folio spray?
Well, here there is a practice because in pepper and all, we spray 5 grams per liter the foliar spray, and that is for helping the foliar nutrition. And in general, when nitrogen is applied to foliar, we tell that the stomata, the nitrogen helps in the opening of the stomata and again increases the absorption. So with that concept, many times, it is combined with the NPK foliar spray.
There it can be,
It can become
that can also become slowly released within the plant with this. But only thing is you should not overload it. So if you are giving because you are giving 200 ml per acre, you can give up to 603 times that NPK or whatever material you require. Above that, I would not recommend. And insoluble or semi-solubles don't use.
No, sir, I'm not clear. Like we say, for example, as per the gentleman's question, we are using foliar feed of NPK. Whatever dosage they say, and our habit in Co, we use generally 200 liters drum.
Okay.
So the question is, along with NPK to save labor, can we use this product and do it in one shot? Basically, it is to save the labor.
I understand the
Am I
question.
right?
Yeah, I understand the question. That is why I said, if you are for 1 acre, you are giving 200 ml
Okay.
in magic bullet. With that, you can add 600 grams of any compatible material. That means anything that is fully soluble. As long as it is not, stickers and spreaders and all that, yes, please put it.
Normally we recommend 5 grams per liter. So
5 grams
not
per
soluble fertilizers.
No, we cannot.
Yeah,
That cannot be.
That is too much.
That is too much for the this to handle. So, but that will be sufficient for you. Even if you are adding only 600 grams, that will be sufficient for you to get that benefit.
Like a saving also.
Saving also, and because in the soil there is, in insoluble form, in the soil all the nutrients are there. Only thing is when we give the nutrients to the plant, the excreta or the exudes will have that element, and the microbes that have that affinity to that material will come and join the party. So then they will increase, and it will again feed the same material, because it will start growing, it will release more nutrients. So finally you don't lose, you actually gain.
What should be the gap of spraying?
Ideally, because this I told you before that this gets absorbed in 20 to 21 days, 15 to 21 days. So for vegetables and all that, we are giving every 15 days, and the result is phenomenal. For cardamom, we are giving every 15 days, and the result is awesome. Because cardamom, they are almost getting 70% increase in yield. But with even once in 45 days also, it will work. But not to the extent, because it's a carrier of nutrients, and it acts like the drip irrigation. The plant will always get the nutrients if you are applying every 15 or 21 days.
So have you tried on Aricanut?
Aricanut we have not tried,
Because normally
application.
Normally the cardamom and Aricanut, they go together in the plantation.
I know, but the application difficulty is there, because
That is
spraying at that
very high.
and foliar spray is not. If it can be made practical, it will work. Or at least in the smaller stages, it will benefit the plant and make it healthier. So you will have a head start. But higher this thing, I don't know how it can be managed.
So one more thing, I didn't understand why is that you are restricting only 200 grams per acre, 200 ml per acre. It depends on the crop or what you are growing, right? Or the plant. plant or bush size?
Agreed, that is what we also thought, that is why we initially recommended one ml in 1 liter.
No.
So there, because paddy and all that, they are using 100 liters for one spray. And in normal vegetable and all that, they are using 200 liters. In cardamom, they were using 600 liters. So there what we found was it was not giving any benefit, and it was giving growth beyond control. But that biomass increase will again hamper the fruit, the yield, because it will turn into that. So we don't want that to happen. So then finally we in 600 liters also they are using only 200 ml. It is a cost saving also. It is not, we are not, we don't want to unnecessarily invest in products.
So just to add on the coffee, tomorrow I will be meeting the director of Surya Prakash Rao. He was my colleague in France. We were together. So he is told that he is going to do some research on this product. So I'll keep you updated. So tomorrow I will be meeting him.
Where do you do the research?
In Bangalore.
Coffee.
No, coffee will be doing in the CCR. Coffee research checked also.
And I have a general question. Can't be revived back. Say for example, pepper, oregano, the crown gets yellowy.
You can do the prevention.
Because you spend a lot of money and reviving it.
For the soil cleanup also, as a second product, which we are doing a lot of experiments for that. Because now we are understanding even the soil microbes, beneficial microbes, exclusively, we call it as a microbe around the roots. So they take care of the roots. They stand there as a guard to stand, okay, good, bad, reject, something like that. So we are trying to work on that model also. In turn with this, also giving back. So we are trying to make a circular economy over there for the land. So that's our second product which we will be launching very soon.
This product you told so whether because here in cool or high rainfall areas the major problem is because of the excess water, the root rotting, and from there all the problem starts for pepper and whether it will strengthen the rooting, because any cut that is the injury first point where the will starts.
Take care of the roots also.
Magic look will
Yes, you're also indirectly to the
Rice is done, yeah.
Lot of studies going on, sir. Silica, especially paddy, ತುಂಬಾ research ಆಗಿದೆ sir.
This was can be drenched in black pepper?
No.
Only foliar spray. Of course. It's only foliar spray.
It's only foliar spray. It will be mixed, I think. The roots cannot absorb faster.
No,
For the
like
foliar spray.
I said earlier, silicon is there in the soil as silicic acid. So once this goes into the soil, this will get conjugated to the silicic acid and it will form an inert big mass.
Different complex and roots cannot take it.
Then it's gone.
It's done both the biotic and abiotic stress.
Yes.
So only as a preventive.
It is generally as a prevention and more importantly as a photosynthesis increase. Because that will increase.
So in that case, it is not advised to do this in the rainy season when you don't have much of sunshine.
Yes.
This is the roots in the.
It works perfectly good when you have cloudy weather.
No, in cloudy weather it doesn't work.
No, our product works better for the cloudy weather. Because less sun,
Okay.
so whatever there is enough light, it absorbs 100%.
How many hours there should be a gap before rain and spraying? To absorb
If you can get 1.5 hours after the spraying, it's fine.
Most of them will absorb faster.
And this is how the roots are increasing in the cardamom. It is increasing like mad.
Then one more thing is that it is ideal to spray between 4 to 5, which is not be practical here.
No, but that is the ideal.
4 o'clock,
Evening.
4 o'clock, which is not practical. You don't get any labor in
No, I
that.
told for the maximum absorption.
No, but it
Maximum absorption is always happens when there is sun is coming.
So the evenings it's raining and
So then it closes its door and it starts healing the process, that's it. If you do it in the morning, it consumes faster.
Okay.
Then there is no healing process for the plant. So to avoid it, you can go as in the afternoon. I go 4 o'clock, I go 2 o'clock.
That is for ideal condition. Some things are not practical.
For us, we are sunlight till 7 o'clock.
yes, similarly you did not tell anything about pepper, whether it can be applied in pepper,
Yes, it
or
can.
is there any studies done on that?
Pepper, even the root, rotting phytophthora, it is helping very much. And that nodal, that burning.
Yeah.
Very well.
It rots at the node. That's what.
Yeah.
That's also it. Rot disease only.
Food rot, same thing, yeah. But we are not doing any.
Wilt problem.
We are not doing drenching. Will it help by spraying? These problem in the roots. We are not doing any drenching. We are only spraying. That will help.
Because it is increasing the
Going
strength
down.
of the cellular. Penetration is difficult.
Whatever you are saying is too good to believe it.
So you try. No, 3 years we have tried. Now you try. We'll give you.
Yeah, definitely. I will do it. First
We will. And any feedback that you can give will be appreciated.
maintain a record.
Is there any safety limit for this silica in the final production?
This is science, sir.
Still for the human consumption,
I am taking it.
what?
Silicon, this whatever I am doing.
You are taking it means how you are taking it?
Normal.
Normal. It's good.
So some are consuming it, silicon some.
No, the
No, directly you are consuming it.
Yeah, directly.
Doctor, you can ask
Dr.
Dr.
M.P.
Prakash,
Prakash,
he is a silicon
he
specialist.
is the authority on silicon in the world. So he asked me the same question that you asked. Is it harmful? I said it's good for you. And he said I am also taking it. So, what more can be done?
If we spray it, will it change the size of leaf in the plant?
Yes. Yes. It increases generally it increases the biomass.
Biomass.
Slowly, it's not immediate.
No, I have another question. If we give foliar of this seaweed extract, even it does all the job what you say, but what's the difference in that?
That is a biochemical, that's a biochemical system.
Here we are conjugating with the silicon to carry. Okay. If I convert the seaweed fertilizer to our technology, it works much better. Seaweed.
Same nutrients, we can use that here.
So technology here, what we are taking is the carrier.
So it is giving a slow release.
In seaweed extract, I had a bad experience. What happened? First, I gave the spray of it. After that, as you said, it had a very massive white root production. After that, when the disease attacked it, I didn't have anything to control that. Because their food is gone inside nutrition, but in your case, the food is going and also silicon is protected.
And food is being manufactured by the plant, we are not giving it. We are keeping hands off.
Nualgi, I think it was same. And in paddy, what happened? We got all those aroma and all. I just think before 20 years we had that aroma in paddy. It came after 20 years. All these things were.
What's the micro element? So it got
Then what happened?
Aroma
Okay,
of paddy.
fine.
Aromatic.
The only disease we put the aroma.
And other thing we use Bio20. Bio20 from MCA. How is it different from this one?
There in Bio20 is, I think it's
inorganic.
It's basically NPK with
Yes.
seaweed and other.
That's it. We are mixing. No, it's mixing with other ingredients, not 100%. So ours is, I can guarantee you, it's 100% pure organic. We have already tested with TV, we have certification also. So why I am telling organic means is the forms of the chemicals is completely different. The plants are getting in its own form rather than a different form. So different form, like whenever we take a tablet, our body recognizes as an outside for us. But whatever the food, even food intake, the normal food, we can control our diseases. For example, the rice, what you do, why we have so many aromatic races? We have a lot of food in that, a lot of nutrition in that.
And what is that? Can you elaborate about this cardamom previous? What was the control, yielding control format?
No, we actually one problem we faced with farming trials or field trials is that say even with Dr. Ponnapulli Swami, his brother started trial on half an acre. Then next time he found it so good, he applied on all his 15 acres. So we don't have a control. So wherever you can see the difference immediately. Within about 15 to 20 days, you are able to see the difference. So then normally what people think is, okay, let me put it on all of these things. So we don't have a control. So wherever only Dr. Gangadhar, because he is a rice scientist, he was in researcher on rice for 30 years. He did it properly. Even others are not willing to do, because once they see the result, they just spray on everything. Then we don't have a control.
Sorry, you want to know cardamom?
Cardamom, again, before they were getting 400 kilos per acre on a bad plot. Because they have 3 different grades of area where depending on the shading and the soil, they say, and this was in the least in Idukki district, the worst place. So they were getting only 400 kilos per acre. Now they are getting 700 kilos. And for the last 3.5 years he is using. And now a lot of others have also started, we started selling in cardamom areas, in Idukki. Now we are trying for Wayanad, but Wayanad the yield is only 150 kg. There is no comparison. So now we want to see how it is going to react.
And how you can substitute with soil application fertilizers?
No, soil application you can have the same thing. No, there is no issues.
But
you can reduce also. That is your choice. We are not recommending. But if you plan to reduce, if you want to go organic, we can assure you that you will not have a loss. That's all. But we are not promoting organic because that is your choice. It's a different system altogether. Difficult also. Not many people are interested.
We had similar product like this Novalgi earlier.
Okay.
I had a 1 acre of paddy crop. I just gave Jivamrutam, 1,000 liters per month, and one spray of Novalgi every month. And it gave me the.
So whatever I heard mentioned, when I did a lot of search on that, I saw that video. It was unbelievable actually. So I did a search and one particular company was promoting that, and they were selling. They are saying it is because of the super spreader. One, the adjuvant. But silanes are again toxic to plants. It is silicon hydroxide. And it is not, I would not recommend it from my experience.
Because you are the best persons to say that one, sir. Because that is a silicon chelate based material.
Yeah, it's a silicon based, so I cannot say it is, if I say something, you will say, okay, it's because it's silicon. No, but silicon is highly contentious material. It is again what is working, what is making this happen.
It's used in a chipset.
Because it's got huge possibilities. So we have to use it.
In package also there is a recommendation, sir. Wherever there is a more silica is there is a less plastics in paddy. I have experience of the process.
Monocoats has that mechanism, they absorb senses.
So silicon, that is why you use water with paddy, because silicic acid is very slightly soluble in water. Only 0.2% silicic acid will be there in water. That is the maximum it can hold. So that is why paddy you are using waterlogged, so that it can absorb more silicic acid. But that's even with that 1.2 tons of silicon in the paddy, we are giving this 200 grams and making a massive difference. So that is working in a different way. Silicon, I had a discussion with Dr. N.B. Prakash, KAU, he's the head of soil sciences. So he was
N.B. Prakash.
N.B. Prakash.
Right now he's in VC Farm.
He's
VC Farm India.
No, I think in GKV.
GKV.
No, now he's in VC Farm.
VC Farm. Okay.
N.B. Prakash.
NB
Soil
Prakash,
science.
correct.
No,
Yes.
soil science. I involved on the project with Raichura.
same project. When I met him about 2 years back, he was the head of soil sciences in Karnataka.
Now he is in VC Farm Dean, College of Agriculture. N.B. Prakash.
So he is the authority on silicon in the world. Internationally, he is the accepted person. So we had a long discussion about this. He said we are using all kinds of chemicals, but we are not getting this. So because here they are using tons. So 100 kg silicic acid or orthosilicic acid would be. Now when I am talking about 200 grams, because nanochemistry is totally different. You are working at atomic levels, so it is a different technology altogether.
Nano urea is also the same.
Nano urea is also that. It is also working in a different way, different level.
So are these two compatible?
It is compatible with almost anything, unless okay, you don't surface surfactants and stickers and all that you have to completely avoid. Say like one person used it with this calcium calcium hydroxide.
Calcium nitrate.
No, for this thing.
Polyester.
Polyester. Completely failed because it does not get absorbed. Because calcium silicate is supposed to sit on the leaf. So it sat on the leaf. Or you put gum, it will sit on the leaf. It will not get inside. You have to make
No,
sure.
whatever systemic you can.
Whatever is systemic and completely soluble you can use. But to a limit.
You said 1:3 of it.
1:3 you can use.
If we have to add NPK, those 600 grams of NPK.
And that will be sufficient. But soil and applications you can always do. But nature has put everything in the soil. We are again destroying all the biomes and saying we are not getting. Because all this bacteria will solubilize all these materials and give it to your plant.
as long as we take care of the soil.
How will this increase diatomic water in pond? You said it will increase of diatomic.
So silicon is again, diatom also is I was explaining, okay. That diatom is again a biopolymer of, the wall of diatom is also a biopolymer of cellulose. A cellulosic biopolymer, silicon biopolymer. So that allows light to enter the chlorophyll and it will give more photosynthesis. Diatoms produce, say 10 kilo of diatoms will produce 10 times the, 1 kilo of diatoms will produce 10 times the photosynthetic synthetic activity as a normal algae, 1 kilo of normal algae.
So how to give it to pond?
Pond we have a different, so that application is different. But that by mistake it was put in the PT, so some confusion we got.
We are using that for fish.
We have another product, Magic Bloom Silver, for the ponds, so where we can reduce the...
That is again increasing the photosynthesis in the water, so more oxygen will be released in the water. So fishes can survive better.
Less mortality.
Because there also the silicon is required. There also photosynthesis has to be increased. We are basically working on silicon and photosynthesis. But micronutrients also we are using organic micronutrients and amino acids and all that, all beneficial materials so that it can be released slowly to the plant, like drip irrigation.
So how many dosage is required for paddy or for black pepper or coffee?
No, paddy normally say then there is a big question of economics. So paddy is not it's not a very highly profitable material. So when the input cost increases, they want more. I mean, they are getting 20 to 40% increase in yield, but still the profit they are getting is comparatively smaller. So naturally, people tend to use less number of applications.
What's your recommendation?
My recommendation is always 15 days or 20 days.
How many?
Paddy 120 days, it will be by 15 is about 4 sprays.
Final sprays you cannot get it.
You cannot get it. And first spray should be before transplantation.
Nursery stage.
So after that, say again 15 days after transplantation, then the tillering will start increasing. Then before the panic you can again do it. Before panic initiation. Then before the seed filling starts, you can add another 4 applications will be. And with just one application, the rice research people in Kerala.
So 1,200 rupees will increase.
1,200 rupees will increase. But you will get 20%.
That's only for the material. Labor cost is
3 times.
Labor cost is a contentious issue.
That's the reason I was asking you the compatibility of.
No, it is compatible with most this thing, but only systemic. Only systemic, because whatever you put will go into the system. Because this will carry. So if you don't want something to get into that system, so please don't. Otherwise, systemic fungicides and all that you can do. And you can reduce the amount also, the quantity. So there also you have a say. And this will act longer way because it is slowly decreasing.
What about in black pepper? Any trials? Black pepper.
Black pepper.
We not
Black pepper, normal pepper.
Potatoes have one or two farmers built in the poor itself.
No, every area where we go, unless some people in that area tries, we don't get any acceptance. So we give a trial at every place. If you are willing to do the trials, then you will only come back to us. We are not doing any heavy sales promotion, nothing. We'll start after we do all the everything is finished and every data is there. We'll go. But right now we are not forcing anybody. If you want to start at the forefront of technology, we'll be happy to do that.
This is the rest of the world.
In
The rest of the world, other than
no, this particular technology, silicon has been in use for the last 20 years. Silicon actually started in India only, first trials by Dr. R.P. Singh of the Punjab University. He started using rice husk, burnt rice husk, propagated in the soil. That was the first silicon trial, and some benefits started coming out. Then world over, everybody started.
Burn.
No, not burning.
Feeds burning also equal.
That did not come from silicon. That is a different thing. That is because they are not because of this harvester. They have this much stubs there. So what they do is they find it easier to burn. If it is manual, there will be nothing left.
is there any toxic effect, sir? If you use more quantity and
Which ones?
This one.
What I said, I am eating it, I am taking it. It's not toxic. Unless you go for huge amount, you take one full barrel of it and there is nothing. It's sand basically. The same material is used in pharmaceuticals as a slow release agent for medication. How can it be bad for you? You have the slow release capsules right now. Last 5-6 years we are having the slow release capsules for almost all the medicines they have. And that uses silicon only, nanostructure silicon. Because that's the only way you can carry it. But that is very expensive, so we have made a lower economically feasible solution for agriculture. That's all what I have done. So much.
ನಂದು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಡಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು 2003 ಪಿ ಜಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ರಾಯಚೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ದುರ್ಗ ಟೈಮು ಗಂಗಾವತಿಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಾಸ್ಮತಿ ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೋನಾ ಮಸೂರಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೆಳೀತಾರೆ ಗಂಗಾವತಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ಯಾಡಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ವಿತ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಏನಾಗೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್. ಮೋರ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಗ್ರೀನೀಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲಿಕಾಗ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮೋರ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅದೊಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ದು. But even package directorate of rice research recommend ಮಾಡಿರೋದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ there is more silica content is there in the flat system ಅಲ್ಲಿ so the less this is so ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಡಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ I think it's a good growth less blast disease ನಾವು ಕೊಡಗಲ್ಲಿ especially ನನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ but ಕಾಫಿ ಪೆಪ್ಪರ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆದಾಗೆ there is a need to make some research trial is required.
Now we are talking about rice. Now yesterday there was a WhatsApp going that how these commercial people do all illegal things to keep the rice free and they put even formalin solution also. They use various chemicals which are cancerous. But in Poo, now Akimadi everything is there, but whereas any of these the shops, nothing happens. So now it is very clear. They are definitely working. Can this help in storage? And the rice shelf life. Yes, definitely, sir. Definitely. Because commercially they are, somebody told me, when you go to fish stall, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಕ್ ಕೂರ್ತದೆ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತೆಗೀರಿ ನೋಡಕ್ ಕೂರೋದು ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ not injected. Formalin one is this way they dump, all those who donate the bodies, sometimes, deviation from the subject. Donate the body, what they do is, these boys, no. They remove all the clothes, they sell it, dry clean and sell it. They hold one, two hands there, two legs and one throw it to the tank. It's pathetic to see how in India the body is donated. To make money, everyone wants to make money, no? So one of the real, truth came out. They remove all the clothes, they recycle the clothes for their money. These were attendants. What they hold the hand, they take a swing. The tank is huge. So many bodies for medical students, one throw into that. That is your donation. Sad.
The microbes are already sitting inside the husk. So that's why more or less what you do, you harvest and leave it on the ground.
Yes.
So that creates the heat which kills into the microbes. Or they used to keep heat part at the so that generates a lot of heat. But nowadays the machines
you can see the steam. Yes.
The machine will harvest even in the green stage only.
Yes.
So there is a moisture. Your microbes are sitting already inside there.
But
start eating.
So my question is, after going to the mill and storage of rice, so it can straight.
Again, what is happening is because already the fungus has started the process of degrading. So once they start milling, it will break, it will become powder. So you have to stop that process. So this will help in that.
That is while growing, not after.
No, it will. While growing, it is making the.
No, my question is after going to the hulling,
Yes.
to store the rice, to avoid any of these pests.
That is
Different.
There is no absorption mechanism.
That is there. There is no.
Indirectly, this will help.
Indirectly, growing it.
But
will-
not directly, we cannot use it on the rice.
No, there is no absorption mechanism in the paddy harvest already.
Very supportive.
Indirectly by growing it.
Yeah, it will post harvest process. Yes.
It will make the cell walls but
Resistant.
so fungus, everything, it will have a limited access to it.
Mill in the sense you polish it and keep it or just.
So we hull it to the mill. What I give normally, everybody likes to get it polished in the sense. Looks nice and white.
Not to polish.
It is a standard.
The polishing only will remove all.
That is true, but then nobody, you take the red rice, nobody will eat.
That's true. That's true.
Only few fanatics who say organic and good. In spite of that, both will live 80 years. The guy who eats white rice or the red rice, both will live 80 years. So it is a very, as you said, individual choice.
Because the rice bran oil is much expensive nowadays, so they need to polish it.
So even you had a ginger also, no? You had experience, so I think that's well.
It's okay, but that still it's the first year now. You can't put still further 1 or 2 years again it will. Ginger, paddy. Paddy is okay, very already the literature is there. Only coffee, pepper, ginger. So some studies are.
Because you have to take it, the actual problem in Coombe we are having today is the last 3 years of excess rain. The damage to the pepper when there is like stagnation of water, that is number one. And number two, crops coffee. And number three is the storage is the avocado is a byproduct. Sometimes it grows very well, sometimes it doesn't. And if you get
coffee, there is a lot of premature fruit drop is
pocket money.
Premature fruit drop is
That is all because that is all because there is no energy. Why does the fruit, the plant throw it out? Because it cannot sustain. It's got less energy.
It's not healthy, it can't sustain.
It's not healthy to keep it. It's not somebody is pulling it out. The plant itself is cutting its food and throwing it out because it cannot sustain. So you give more food, you give more photosynthesis. If you want to, you give. But boron don't start do with this. Boron you are using as soil application.
Yes. Along with the fertilizer.
There are few products of
Polymer, if you are using a liquid composition, okay, fine, you can add. But again, keep to 1:3. Because boron, everything is there in this.
Because whatever the foliar is speaking about, boron and these are in the chelated forms.
That will all act, you can all do that. It will be useful. But only thing is keep it within a limit. Don't overdo. Because most of these elements are also toxic at a level, beyond a certain level. So what you are recommending is for the soil application. All these recommendations are based on the soil application. Same thing if you give to the plant in the as a foliar spray, it's not advisable.
My advice as a farmer, and not a patch on any one of you, but to my colleagues is on pepper, just a small bit you take, maybe 1 acre only, use only vermicompost, Jeevamrita in the right time, and use this and see. You don't have to even use NP, nothing, just follow these 3 people. Am I right, Doctor?
No,
I mean, NPK, and then the soil is bad, then it is a different question. But I'm talking about use this will definitely, you see the difference. Like Jeevamrita, you see 10 plants you use and 10 plants you don't use. You see the, as Neeraj says, size of the leaf and the growth. Actually, we have abused our soil so badly, especially in Coombe in the last 30-40 years.
Even waste decompose,
Yes, yes, whatever it is, organic, try. It is slow. But at the end you will get result. I mean, sort of.
It depends.
Depends.
No, sir, I was also a farmer 40 years back. So we were in the coastal area, we had rice culture, rice and coconut. So that was the time when the green revolution started and people started using the fertilizers. So the coastal rice ecosystem is so complex and sensitive. Within 2 years it died. So after that, whatever increase we got by fertilization plummeted down and it became worse than the original state. And however we tried, we could not take it back to the original because it's a very sensitive, very complex ecosystem.
So once we destroy that, getting back is also a very tedious and costly process. So there we are trying to cut into that.
And the biggest failure in Coop is citrus. When I was young, right from Titimati to Golgappa, you could see both the side people giving support to the weight of the oranges. But today,
You try this. Try, sir. No, it works only on the leaf by increasing the photosynthesis. You forget everything. No, you forget what type of plant, what type of mechanism, nothing. You are just increasing the photosynthesis.
yes sir, in one of the meeting I was quite rude. In the sense, I told them, last 30 years in Coop, no one sorted out this problem. Please bring some Israeli scientists and let them do it. Because in Israel it is just like grapes. In the sense, it is just they are importing people to pick oranges and all juice and all. But if they can do it, there must be our disease in Coop. I really don't know why we got. Because the same coffee estate, same rain, heavy rain earlier, 30-40 years ago. It was fantastic. It was a pleasure to watch.
And the taste is also gone.
Everything is
So as you told, silicon is already in the soil. And that itself is sufficient for the sustaining growth and yield of crops. Or you are feeling that is in insoluble form has to be sensitized again.
So this is, sir, I told you, in rice, the rice in 1 acre you are getting 10 tons of biomass. In that, 12% silicon is there. That is about 1.2 tons of silicon. But there also, 200 grams of silicon, our product is working wonders. Because it is working in a different way. It is not the silicon, that silicic acid chemistry, which is what the rice is getting from the soil. Now we cannot be blind to science, sir. We have to respect and we have to accept science. But we should not overdo it. Say like you asked, shall I put so much? No. Again it will do some harm. If it is not doing good, it's again going to do some harm. So we have to maintain that.
But real challenge for you is with oranges. If it really stands
You
for
try, sir. You try. I cannot say it is going to work for this, because it is not working only for one particular thing. Wherever we have tried, it has done wonders. Not because we are feeding anything specific to that plant. We are only increasing the photosynthesis, which the plant uses to create its own
by
food.
increasing the photosynthesis, we have tried many products earlier. We increased it, it did its job.
No, that is a chemical
What's unique with that and
that is chemical way. You are using chemicals to increase the photosynthesis. That is different.
even Jivamruta does the same thing, it increases the photosynthesis.
Yes, but we are using a mechanical way where it is not interfering with the biochemistry. So there we are having a different experience. So I am just asking you to try it.
Okay.
So
So
let us work together.
after rainy season there is a moisture yellow is because of moisture stress. So because try ಮಾಡಿ
Actually, the success are good there.
No, not orange, black pepper.
Doctor, what
After
do
rainy
you,
season there is a moisture stress because of moisture stress in avoid ಮಾಡಿಕೆ so there is a chance of silicon spray withstand ಮಾಡಿ vertical stress.
Silicon ಯಾವುದು spray ಇಲ್ಲ.
Is it Matco?
No, not Matco.
Not Matco, but you're this Matco and
in black pepper there is so many reasons.
worked.
Yeah, there is a quick wilt disease, there is a slow wilt disease because of nematodes, and one more thing is moisture stress. That's what this silica will
Using soil conditioner.
Soil again, you can try that. Soil.
You can
So
share
we will
that
keep
for-
coming out with.
Trichoderma.
No, it's not
No, it's
regular.
not,
Maybe different microbes.
So we are not going into the pest management.
We have consortia.
Micro AMC.
Yeah, no, that's nothing to do, it's a different kind of microbes. You can try it or I can share that.
We are so confused. You go to Tata, will say, don't put dolomite, take saturate. Okay? So you have a customer of Tata, you go and buy a saturate. I mean, we are not really able to see the results because the nature is also playing hell to us. Then we will blame the rain, then we blame the drought. So we are so confused, we are at the mercy of God.
You use in one plot, you leave the other plot alone, and then you see the difference.
We will give the amounts that we are not, we will control the loss they are getting.
No, I'm not saying so. You do the same practice both ways.
Who will bear the losses? They can't keep the as a check.
Sir, it's two plants. Control check how many plants you want to keep. You want to keep 1 acre, they're telling it will be a loss.
Who will bear the?
We don't want to keep it.
No, that is what is happening. We are confused now.
See, if it is one crop, small area, we can give all the concentration follow. But ours is not that. We
No,
are
you-
living among everything,
No, you,
running a family.
what I'm trying to tell you, you use all the practices normally,
Yes.
and one plot you take and spray this, and see the difference.
I agree.
Then you can judge for yourself. And in every area where we have gone, there people are coming, but if we tell outside, nobody will.
Now our coffee is about fully ripe, another month or so. Can you do it now?
What's the use?
No use now.
No, there is no use, and I will not say there is no use because
The plant to grow stronger.
plant will become stronger, but not for this crop.
No, that can not this crop. That can help in the flowering of the next.
Definitely yes.
That's what I said. So there is no particular time that you can do it.
Anywhere, any time you can use, start using.
And you said you use it once in 15 days or 20 days. So after 20 days, the effect of this is not there, or about it?
No, the effect of already the whatever silicon you gave, whatever has happened to the plant has happened. It is not going to revert back. Only thing is when the new leaves come, they don't have the silicon to this thing. And whenever there is a new stress, say like pest attack, it will not have the silicon to help you.
Because why I asked this question was, doing this once in 20 days on a coffee plant, you'll end up doing only this, no other work will happen.
I know, I understand. I understand the problem. That is why I said, once you start, say every 1 month or every 1.5 months, then you see for yourself what is happening. Then you decide to do more or less.
From flowering to harvest, what's the time of coffee?
1 year. 10 months. Flowering to harvest is 10 months.
So you can have one spray before the pruning. Because during flowering,
See,
pollination
before
is
the
immediate.
pruning, half of your plant is removed during the pruning stage. So
That's what after that. Once
After
you prune,
that.
then you spray, do one spray for that.
Then the new leaves will come.
The good practice is after pruning, as you said rightly, pruning is a stress period for our plants. After pruning about 5 to 6 inches of rain, that is the time we start watering as well as the new leaves and new shoots come. That time it will be
That is the
helpful.
time you can spray.
So from my point of view, if you expect a stress,
Yes.
you have to prepare the plan for it.
Actually, our thinking, as everyone is, that we must give stress. Am I right?
Yes.
That is our cultural practice.
Okay.
I'm not talking scientifically. Cultural practice, they say give stress and then give the boost, they'll come up, and that is the time you do all this treatment.
No,
Am I right?
No, before you give the stress, you prepare the plan.
Okay.
So that when you give that stress, the plant will vigorously grow. And that is what we want.
That means we will have to spray after harvest.
See, what I've noticed in foliars particularly, let it be pepper or coffee. If you do it at this time, you will have uneven blossom. Even the catkin formation in pepper will be uneven. So those challenges are there.
Yeah. Multiple blossom will be there. A lot of challenges.
Okay, certain practices we don't know.
Yeah, our cultural practice and make the best.
That you only can decide.
Yes, yes.
I mean, because we are not. I mean, each area you have practices different. So according to that only you can manage.
Dance to the tune.
But finally you will dance with my tune. I am that confident.
No, we have research teams.
No, we are giving to.
If that is there, they are ready to give at least to some extent for demonstration. So your team comes, visits this generation of data.
Only in Kurg, farmers of Kurg, they want proper research studies.
Field studies.
There is a recommendation service that everybody will follow.
Why don't your company take up some blocks or volunteers and then try it on them for demonstration? For demonstration, like Yara Fertilizers, they also have taken somebody's 4 acres, 5 acres, somebody in Polymetal had taken certain acre, and then they do the treatment. So the farmer is benefiting.
We can give the material.
Yeah.
If somebody is willing to do, we will give the instructions and the material.
I am willing for 2 acres to find.
We'll collaborate.
Yeah, I mean, for your
But team should visit regularly. That is
they
the-
should visit and give a feedback.
That is a
It is
must.
one full day work. Yeah. Not one full day.
No, they know it. It's a visit and then you say this is the practice to follow and then you only follow your practice.
Now we have everything at our fingertips, so we can communicate and we can do.
But not only coffee, pepper, and
I mean, ours is
four crops.
ours is integrated. We have got 4 items there. Normally coffee is there, pepper is there, aragonite is there, and in some places there is got cardamom also.
Avocados.
Outdoors they don't, of course, no, not. So in such area you can try and then you can claim that it is your demonstration.
That's for tomorrow's meeting, will be for coffee and pepper.
Am I right?
Coffee.
Trials we can organize better. So after, if you start this in some small area, after 15 days we'll come back. There's a guarantee.
Mr. Secretary will say it.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah, this is nobody will come. No worker will smile.
That is a after March. After March only.
Yes.
What it contains exactly? Only silica.
Yes, what are
Silicon and
Organic micronutrients.
Organic micronutrients.
Organic.
Micronutrients.
No, it is extracted from
It's a
the
compost. It's extracted from the compost.
So we don't know what it is. Maybe in the plants, from the plants and fruits and all that. we have extract.
It's a very difficult process, manufacturing. You have the patent, it's very difficult, secret or something.
Nobody has that technology.
You said collectively, must be secret.
No, I was making it for the last 20 years.
Pardon?
For other applications, not for agriculture. Agriculture, I came accidentally.
You can try for back work for berry development.
But then nobody says that.
No, it's the right time. Right time. Present is the right time.
Yeah, that's right, sir. I will do it.
For black pepper, you can try.
Everything, that whole block here, right? About 2.5 acres. The whole block, that 2.5 acres, one block is there. Right. Now paddy, of course, is too late.
Paddy is not much.
Paddy will have a lot of
No, I literally dragged them once. To see, literally dragged them because boat and came to see the effect of vermicompost.
Mahesh said from normal compost, where it is the organic matter in the plant or food is cut down to some extent. Vermicompost again uses the worms to do some more digestion. But even at that level, the plant is not able to get only small, very small quantity. Whereas you need to completely degrade it into that level. We are doing it for 2 years to get to that level where all the elements come. Whatever the plant has absorbed, everything has to come. And normally if you leave it in the soil, some leaf will get converted into humic acid after 100 years.
Just a thought, if it is only nanosilicon other than the add-ons, will it work out much cheaper? No. Because why I asked was like if it was cheaper, you can just inject it to your irrigation pipeline when you are.
No, it will not work, sir.
It will not work.
It will not work. It has to go into the system. It has.
No, I mean irrigation pipeline is overhead.
No, spray.
Spray, yeah.
Sprinklers.
You don't need that.
It's too much.
No, we don't have a practice of spraying into the coffee plants.
Very good.
No, you can use that system to spray. You can use that system to spray, but not every day or not like that. You cannot do that. It will. It's not necessary, sir. Whenever you give something more than what is required, you give more food to the children, what will happen?
Waste.
So don't give more. There is no, absolutely no reason why you should give more. Because anything that is given more will have to do something. In Malayalam there is a saying, Adhigamaya Amarudam Visham. Simple. This is the quantity. At the right amount of quantity, snake poison is beneficial.
Immune. Have you tried this on paneer plot here? Have you got it in there? No. Paneer pepper research station? No.
We are a small startup firm. We don't have that kind of resources to go all around.
I'm sure you will come up with research.
Thank you, sir.
You will come, definitely. 5 people speaking, it will be 25 into 2,000.
Yeah, but it's beneficial.
Beneficial, it just spread like wildfire.
It will become very fast.
Wildfire. But then they should not misuse it, like mixing with that, mixing with this and all. They should purely follow your instructions. Say leaflet, those who are buying
money, I will
leaflet
go to
exactly.
other businesses, not into agriculture.
No, no,
This is a headache.
leaflet exactly usage of this you give along with this. Leaflet instructions of this usage along with this product.
No, sir, if there is no hurdles like, I mean, I've been in, I'm consulting for a lot of industries, for technical and economic, commercial. But I have not seen a field which is so much restrictions as agriculture.
Very complex.
Because the profit margins are so little here, they
Can't
to but reality, that's reality.
You know, but we are giving a lot of
See, end of the day, I have no problem using this product. The problem with me is the labor cost and the getting it done is very complex.
Yeah, consistently using it and achieving for the result.
Soil application, I can do it tomorrow, I have no issues. But getting a foliar spray done is, it's really a tough.
Okay, let me ask you another question. How much of the soil application gets absorbed by the plant? By the plant? What is the percentage?
No,
Maybe 20-30% of what we apply.
I don't know.
2%?
2%.
Because of acidic soils,
No, sir. After one rain, everything leaches down.
it will be there.
So, what is the final application, final the amount taken by the plant?
Less than 3%.
And that is destroying the soils. That is destroying the soils.
But you cannot give everything to foliar.
You can, using the bacteria, if you take care of your soil bacteria, your soil will take care of your plants.
Here, more with the 3 to 4 split applications should be there. It's one advantage, especially for soil application. You won't go for 4 applications, 3, 4, 5, like that. Still, it's a problem.
So, because whatever is not used, it is going into the soil. It is not sitting idle, it is destroying all the bacteria. If it is just going, okay, fine. You know the situation in Punjab?
It is.
It is becoming desert.
Yes. Why? Because they are the one state who overuse fertilizers.
They use fertilizers in
Like
loads.
Loads.
Pesticide also.
Pesticide also. And they have completely destroyed their soils.
And their borewell depth from 12 feet has gone to hundreds of feet. Borewell.
No, they
Punjab again, it was 12 feet. it would get
they are
water.
finding crystalline chemicals under the soil. Layers of it, impermeable layers. We are destroying our soil and saying that it is
That is
expensive.
true, agreed, but I don't want to name them, but I know 2 planters here who went completely organic and bankrupt. Even from 5 years they are not able to cope up with
I
that.
know that. That is exactly what I am saying. This is the solution where you can go organic without any yield penalty. But okay, again, you don't have to do it in one shot. You can do it in steps.
Do you object if I use NPK along with that I follow your?
I have no objections to you are using anything with this because it will work with anything.
Okay.
There is no nose here.
applying silicon to the soil and to the plant, nothing will happen. It will not die. It's not like essential, but it is beneficial. And beneficial in a huge way. Mind blowing.
This is the express service. If can we mix this one with your product?
I think
By your logic, it will reach the cellular.
it will go into the plant, it will help. But basically they say it is a thing. So at 150 ml it should be okay. Or you can do one thing, you can try adding both. If something doesn't precipitate.
In rainy season, it will really help us.
Zinc is good. We are also giving zinc. We have the
Kumana sir and Rai sir and Dr. Regan sir and all the KVK staffs and all see the product and give us a very good feedback after that. Whatever it may be, give us so that we will also it help us to get more refined and
any refinement we can do.
Yeah.
Because,
Your best propaganda is through our blind faith in our KVK staff. We always take your advice. So if we say take it is good, then nobody hesitates.
Ultimately, they have to be.
So you have to see the test and do the trials, everything. So then acceptance in the end of the day you decide.
it is your choice.
Yes, when it is convincing results.
So the product is available with Puttali.
Yeah.
You can take.
Anytime you can.
You should be convinced from the result, not from the words.
Thank you.
Thank you.